My name is Alan Lovewell. I'm the CEO and co-founder of Real Good Fish. We're a community-supported fishery based here in the heart of the Monterey Bay in Moss Landing. Our commitment has always been to work directly with fishermen to the degree that we can trace all of our seafood back to the boat. We can share that story, and we can get people a little bit more connected to the source of their seafood. I think people are pretty quick to point out the obvious nature that we should all be getting fish direct from fishermen. It should be that easy. But the reality is it's not that easy. Seafood supply chains evolved to where they are today because of the need to specialize and to reduce risk. And so that's why you have potentially 10 to 12 to 20 different players in a lot of supply chains. And the idea behind the CSF and behind Real Good Fish was to break away from that model and that mold and really start to place some more emphasis on where food is coming from, who's catching it, and creating tighter supply chains that are more respectful of the people in the place. I think one of the things that gets forgotten a lot in the conversations about sustainability is our diet in terms of what we're eating and how it represents a diversity of species and ecosystems, in our ocean. And that if we are to only eat a few species, things like salmon and tuna and codfish and shrimp, that we're placing a tremendous amount of pressure on those specific species within an ecosystem that inherently may not be sustainable. And a big part of our philosophy is that we need to be eating a broader range of species with a heavier leaning towards the smaller species, things like sardines, anchovies, rockfish even, things that are lower in the food chain and are typically in more abundance and also healthier for us. So it's really sort of seeking out these, as we call it, triple win scenarios where not only are we providing the best thing for an individual and a family, but we're also doing the best thing for the ocean and the best thing for the communities that support the whole industry. The average American isn't eating the wide range of potential seafood species that are available, and actually probably haven't even had really fresh seafood. This is why you have a lot of people who don't like seafood. And so how do we create a culture that embraces seafood more? How do we get people to really start to think more about how different seafood is from all the other proteins? That it is one of the last wild foods. And then also recognizing the health benefits of fish, that it's arguably one of the healthiest foods on the planet. There's an eager and excited consumer base out there who wants to try new things. And we have, again, some of the most exciting food on the planet.